He had to be a made man. To be a member of the most powerful cabal on the planet. Historical records are clear from major universities. The Manhattan Project was planned and instituted and run from the Bohemian Club. All of this going on in an atmosphere of bizarre revelry. You're looking at an illustration from a November 1989 issue of Spy magazine. Spy goes undercover with Henry Kissinger, Merv Griffin, and William F. Buckley Jr. The story was clearly a shill, meant to misdirect the intensifying media coverage that the Grove was getting in the late 1980s. The writer's spin is obvious. They're just masters of the universe, big frat boys blowing off steam. We'll get back to this article later. Because you can clearly see that the mantra in the spin story has been picked up as a front by all the local media. Sure, they're elitist. Sure, they have some bizarre rituals. But what's the big deal? They're just having fun. If that was the case, why would David Gergen, presidential advisor to President Clinton, resign from the Bohemian Club and 17 other organizations when it was revealed in 1993? Organizations like the Trilateral Commission, the Council on Foreign Relations, the Bilderberg Group. But it's not just the Washington Times and the Sacramento Bee. You're looking at an illustration from the pages of Parade magazine, February 22nd, 1981. This story was the most accurate and revealing, detailing the so-called mock human sacrifice. Former German Chancellor Helmut Schmidt wrote extensively in his memoirs, Men and Powers, a Political Retrospective, goes into great detail about the secret establishment running the world, the Trilateral Commission, the CFR, the Bilderberg Group, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, the Bohemian Grove, a place that he often talked about being a wonderful hideaway, a place to spend time with Nelson and David Rockefeller, and to talk about world government and steering societies. On page 225 of Men and Powers, he talks about it being one of the most astounding places he had ever visited in the United States, and how that feeling intensified over the years with subsequent visits. The book goes on for page after page discussing the corporate, private, governmental infrastructure of world government. Going back to the Spy magazine spin piece, they have lots of rosy illustrations of drunken establishment types dancing around having fun with the rituals going on in the background. They even admit that they wear bizarre Ku Klux Klan-style robes. And there's even a photo released by the Grove of the ritual being engaged in. They talk about the incredible security surrounding the Grove. And they even admit that a corpse, a sacrifice, is borne across the lake. But it's all in good fun.
Endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. When in the course of human events, I mean, come on, people. All men are created equal? How is that racist? Well, that's what the Black Caucus says in Pennsylvania. And the media goes, yes, racist, don't be racist. And of course the Black Caucus is being manipulated by their globalist banker masters. It's not even a black-white thing. It's just anything that's good for the country is racist, is backwards, is stupid. Remember the story I read last week? Then we're going to go to your calls. The review of The Patriot out of MSNBC. It's actually a review of the reviews. War of Words over The Patriot, Hollywood's horror over conservative family values is the headline. It says, The Patriot is right-wing hogwash bathed in an old, timely golden glow, writes Aaron Berger of the Washington City paper. Now the disgruntled homeschooling, SUV buying.
How you doing? Alex Jones. The Republicans have this deal every year where they've even admitted in the papers they burn satanic effigies, run around naked in the woods. Former presidents and presidents. It's called Bohemian Grove. We're going to go infiltrate it and get in and document what they're doing.
Where's this at?
It's north of San Francisco, on 2,700 acres. Been doing it for 100-some years. It's even in the Sacramento Bee and papers. And this is how arrogant they are. I mean, they don't admit the naked part, but they burn this thing called the cremation of care, and it's actually Moloch worship, which goes back to Babylon, where they'd have the great owl and they heat it up inside the Bible. They throw the baby in. They even admit it. I mean, but they don't throw a baby in. They just burn the stuff inside and stand around in like red robes, red Ku Klux Klan robes. Needless to say, we're a little bit jittery. At least I am. Well, these two know what they're getting into. But we're meeting the British media, Channel 4, the national media there. Here he was.
All right. Do you have your photo ID, Mike?
International Chuck, good to meet you. I almost crushed my hand.
Yeah, I saw you on the phone the other day and everything showed was good and so forth, and I think more of them starting to get involved.
Well, folks are starting to wake up. That's what it's all about.
I hear you talking.
Yeah.
I remember you saying the other day you were going to San Francisco. We're going to have your program live this next week.
Yeah.
Good tag for you here, Mom.
We'll have it the following week.
Yep.
You want to check?
Yeah, we got to check that.
Okay.
Well, this guy already got a tag on it.
Yeah.
Mag's on the plane. Rodney plane. Awesome. Thanks.
Do you want to hook us up?
Oh, wait, San Francisco. You'll have a good trip.
Chuck, you be careful, bud.
You'll be happy.
All right, let's
Starting to like it. Hey, Violet. I'm starting to like it.
you like that little camera?
Yeah.
I know, but it's about you and your mission, so fork it over.
Okay, let's go.
It's me.
Simply slide the metal end into the buckle and adjust by pulling on the loose end of the strap.
The Golden Gate, see anything? Actually, it's worse to crash in water, contrary to Hollywood.
That was a really smooth landing.
After landing in San Francisco at the International Airport, we traveled through the city, across the Golden Gate Bridge, into deeper Northern California. Northern California, home to the giant sequoia redwoods. From there north to Santa Rosa, going west on Highway 12, the gateway to Bohemian Grove.